Thank you for tuning in to Mr. Cliff's Toy Shop on today's episode of Arrivals, Delays, Pre-Orders, and What's Coming Episode 3. Man, do we have a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. Starting with Storm Collectibles, let's go right into that Bluefin brand is hosting an event this week, which I think is running from the 14th through the 16th. If that date is incorrect, I'll make sure to update it here. So let's move on to their Mortal Kombat line. So for those of you who missed out on the San Diego Comic-Con version of Raiden and Scorpion, they are currently available on Bluefin brands. Not sure if this will be your last chance to get these figures or not. So if you missed out on them, you may want to jump on them now. Also, the regular version of Raiden, which is also sold out everywhere, is currently available. I was able to pick up this without hassle. So for what should have been San Diego Comic-Con, I made a bold prediction that the translucent arm version of Sub-Zero would be available. I was completely wrong with that. I figured the next best place to drop that figure would have been New York Comic-Con, but no, this figure is currently available for this event. Believe it's listed as an event exclusive only. However, in the past, a lot of the Storm collectible figures, which are event exclusives, usually end up on bbts.com. I am unsure if you want to risk it. I didn't. I passed on the original Storm's Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat version 3. Wow, that was long. And now I can't find him for regular price. So without a question, I absolutely picked this up. It is $70. It comes with some cool translucent effect pieces. For those of you who pass on the Tekken Kazuya figure, they currently have a final battle form version available. This figure retails for about $70, maybe $75. I will correct if wrong there. So if you're looking for a version of Kazuya, you currently now have an opportunity to get him. In addition to that, we saw two versions of Hamaru from Samurai Showdown. We see a bloody version to where there's blood on the clothes as well as the sword, and we see him in an alternate blue costume. I actually like both figures, but not for the increase in price. It is standing at a whopping $110. I am absolutely passing on both figures. I'll purchase the standard figure for $90. So another sold out figure that was available was the Doomsday. However, he wasn't on the site for long. I seen it on Monday. I did not see it on Tuesday. I was also able to snag one as I initially passed on the pre-order. Had no idea it was going to sell out as fast as it did and go up in price as quickly as it did. So I'm not sure if that was a chase figure or not, as I currently do not see it back on the site. So now moving on to Arrivals. So as of August, we were expected to see the Gears of War Locust. That did not release on time. Hopefully it will be dropping this month. It retails for $65. Comes with a decent amount of accessories. I'll definitely be adding 1, 2, or 3 of these to my collection. Also slated to arrive in September would be the Gears of War Warden. I'm really not keen on this figure. The draw for me would be the helmeted coghead, though I figure at some point Storm Collectibles has to release their own individual figure with that helmeted head up there. But until then, I'm going to bring at least one of these Wardens to my collection. I am doubtful that it will actually release as of September. Sticking with the same Storm Collectibles, however, changing property, let's move on to World Heroes. So for September, we are slated to see the Fuma figure, which is essentially the same figure as Hanzo, same accessories, same body. The only difference is the color and the head. I actually think that this figure will make it on time and release in September. So getting ready to close out on Storm Collectibles, they showed a few versus photos or images. We saw some Tekken characters paired together. We saw Street Fighter and Darkstalkers, as well as Street Fighter and Soul Calibur. I don't know if this is a hint for things that are to come. As of this video, we haven't actually seen any new figures from Storm Collectibles. So moving on to Mafex, a company that I really don't buy action figures from. However, they have my eyes open. So the Batman Hush figure, the navy blue version, has actually started shipping in August. That figure retails for $95, and it is still available at a decent amount of places. So the Dark Knight Returns, the black version, is also slated to release. Actually, it released, in August as well. That retails for $95. Comes with 2 heads and minimal accessories. So the Dark Knight Returns blue version is also slated to release for September. For some reason, I don't think that this figure will make it on time. Mafex is usually delayed, but these figures have already been delayed. So this retails for $95. It comes with a few head sculpts as well as minimal accessories as well. So one thing that popped up maybe a week ago was the Dark Knight Deluxe. I don't even know if deluxe version is the right word, but it's a 2-pack that's involving or containing is definitely the better word, the Dark Knight blue version as well as the female version of Robin for $150, which I think is a pretty good price point, as Mafex figures are normally $95 or higher. So it really comes again with minimal accessories, and you get a few head sculpts. If you are waiting out for this one, you have an exceptional wait, as this is not slated to release until the 3rd quarter of 2021. Continuing with DC news, let's stick with the Hush theme, as a new Joker figure from Hush was just recently shown. Price point is $95. Comes with 2 head sculpts and I think a pistol as well as a knife. I'm going off of memory. It retails for about $95. However, you have a very long wait, as it's not slated to ship until August 2021. Keeping with the DC line, the Black Manta from Aquaman is also slated to release in September. Price point of that is about $95. You don't receive much in terms of accessories. I'm just reminded of how long it seems that the Aquaman movie came out, and these figures still haven't released as of yet. I am doubtful that this figure will make it on time, and I will not be picking up this figure. I will actually be passing on most of the figures. However, the blue version of the Dark Knight, I am intrigued. Sticking with Mafex, but moving over to Marvel instead, they are slated to release a few Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse figures. Their Miles Morales is due to ship this month. It's $95, comes with 4 heads and a good amount of accessories. I don't know if the Miles will make it, but I don't think all the figures that are slated to release in September will make it, so Miles may be amongst those. In addition to that, the Peter Parker figure is also slated to release in September. That one retails for about $105. It also comes with 4 heads as well as a lot of accessories. You get soft, good clothing as you do with the Miles Morales. Now, what I don't know about this figure, if you will actually receive separate legs. As you can see, there's one version that has the Spider-Man suit, and then there's another version which shows his ankles. So the Iron Spider is also slated to ship. Again, this is just another release that seems long overdue. I can't tell for sure if it's 3 separate head sculpts or if you receive 3 sets of interchangeable eyes. The figure retails for about $95. Also come with a nano gauntlet. I have no desire for this figure, so I absolutely will be passing. And ending on the Mafex news would be the X-Men Psylocke. And man, does she look gorgeous. This figure is a long way away, as it's not slated to release to August of 2021. It does have a hefty price tag of $105. It comes with 2 head sculpts, which are vastly different, and a huge array of weapons. So let's move on to Mezco. Mezco had a very busy August, but I think out of the month, we only received 3 figures that were slated to release. We received the classic version of Harley Quinn, Gambit, and I think the Supreme Knight Batman. I feel like we also received a Spider-Man, but I'm not sure about that. I'll make sure to update that in the video. Just look up here. There were also many figures that were slated to release in August that did not release in August. Unsure if they will come out in September, but it's too many figures for me to cover right here, right now. I may just show a slide at the end of the video. So moving on to what's actually slated to come out in September from Mezco is their Mr. Freeze. I'm really looking forward to this figure. I did not pre-order it. I feel like it will be readily available. Mr. Freeze comes with 2 heads, a removable dome, 2 freeze weapon, as well as accessories for those weapons. And he has light up features. He's priced at a hefty $120. Also from DC, we are expected to see their Two-Face. I did not pre-order this figure. It is something that I'm going to pick up. I am not sure if that will be sooner or later, as I think that this figure will be readily available. I just don't know how long it will last. So for this, we get 3 heads, which I really like. I like the Harvey Dent head. We receive 2 very different Two-Face heads with different expressions. We also receive bandages to go around one of the heads, and a huge array of weapons and effect pieces, some of my favorite being the coin flipping piece. This figure is priced at $95, and I am doubtful that it will make it on time. And if I'm not mistaken, it comes with the exact case that came in the 2018, maybe 19 New York Comic Con exclusive 2-pack of Batman and Black Mask. And moving on to SuperSeven, which just released images and pre-orders of their Wave 4 of Thundercats. And one of the 4 figures, I believe I called and said that would be the next figure, which is Monkey. Though I could be wrong. I could have said Vulture Man, but I'm just going to go ahead and take the credit for it. So we will be receiving a Monkey figure. Knew that this one was on the way, whether I said it or not. Very happy to add this to my collection. And with the Thundercat figures, I am all in. I am very surprised that SuperSeven went with so many obscure characters, such as Snowman, which I'm assuming will be a deluxe figure. I, at this time, do not have pricing, but I'll be sure to place it somewhere in this video if I do have it by the time I upload it. So there's a Snowman without Snow Meow. I really feel SuperSeven missed a step there. Maybe they should have released this as a ultimate deluxe and just threw that Snow Meow. And as I don't see how they're going to release that figure just by itself. We also get Linkso, which comes what I'm going to call the standard accessories with the ultimate figures. You get about 2 head sculpts, a weapon or 2, and some accessories that's related to the character in some sort of way. And out of left field, we get a Pumra. A lot of people won't remember this figure. This was actually Mum-Ra in disguise. And it appears at the moment that we will be receiving 3 head sculpts. 2 of the 3 head sculpts appear to be the same. And I'm thinking that this is done maybe to place one on Mum-Ra. So if you're looking for these figures, you will be waiting for quite some time. It's scheduled to release in Q2 of 2021. And if you know SuperSeven, how I know SuperSeven, their figures are late. Maybe even worse than Mayfix. I just got my Wave 1 Thundercat Ultimate, so know that you're not receiving these figures anytime soon. Last company for today, let's just end it with Hot Toys. So Hot Toys has 4 summer exclusives, starting with the Spider-Man 2099. I did not pre-order this. However, when it drops, I will be scooping this up, as at the moment, Sideshow is the only place that you can get this. This figure does not come with really anything other than the hands and the webs, which we see with almost every single Spider-Man release. However, these particular hands do have claws at the end of them. But it's not enough. But it's something that I do want to add. It's priced at $265, and it's slated to release September through October. So moving on to the next summer exclusives will be the Stan Lee figure that no one asked for. It is priced at $235, which now seems very hard to find Hot Toys for that price. Other than the ponytail in hand, it does not come with any additional accessories. I am debating if I actually want this. I do have their spacesuit version of Stan Lee that's from Guardians of the Galaxy, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that this would be cool to have along with him, but it's not a necessity for me. It's also slated to come out sometime September to October. So their Whiplash figure, which I think is cool for those who missed out on this, but this is not something that I want or need. It's priced at $285. Other than hands, there is no accessories, as essentially the Whiplash portion is attached to his body, and I have no idea if it's removable. Also slated to release around that same time. And last but not least would be the hologram Iron Man, priced at $330, which now doesn't seem like a lot for a Iron Man figure, as many of them are priced in the $400 range. But I don't think I need a translucent version of Iron Man at $330, especially when we're missing so many other Iron Man figures to complete our collection. So it does come with a few accessories. I know that there are Iron Man collectors out there that will pick this up. I used to be one of them in the past, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to pass on this unless it sees a huge decrease in pricing. So now moving to some arrivals. The Star Wars Yoda figure is available for those of you who missed out. I missed out originally, however, a friend sold me his, so thank you. That figure prices, I forget how much it prices. I think it's $189. I'll make sure to fix that if it's correct, and it's actually shipping now. In addition to that, the Ant-Man from Ant-Man and Wasp, I didn't think that we would see that figure to November. That is actually shipping now as well. So, the Star Wars, don't know why I didn't stay with Star Wars. The Star Wars Qui-Gon figure, is it slated to release or has it been released? Trying to go from memory again. I'll make sure to update that there. That figure is priced at $235 and should be shipping in September if it hasn't already started shipping. So that will conclude my news. If it's anything that I forgot that I wanted to go over, I'll be sure to add an additional section. So if you see something extra after this video, maybe things that I missed. And for those of you that want to see some of the stuff that was slated to release, I believe I'm going to add a slideshow after this. Thank you for tuning in to Mr. Cliff's Toy Shop, and I hope to see you during the next episode.